What's going on, Virgo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the rest of August 2025. So in this reading, Virgo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the rest of August. So before we begin the reading, as always, you're very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Virgo, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. And if it resonates with you, drop that like, smash that like button, and also subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be appreciated. So I'm going to pull the energy and see what's coming your way for the rest of August, Virgo. It could feel like your entire mental framework is falling apart and has to be replaced with something new, or some area of your life. We'll see what it is, but give me a second here. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo. I see what's going on here already, Virgo, for you. I see what's going on already. Oh, wow. All right. Oh, shit. Wait. It's got to be that way. Yeah. All right, Virgo. So before we get into the tarot, I actually have a lot to get into for you today. There's an energy where there's like this opportunity right in front of you. Some of you may be fearing taking action on something new because of the fear of the unknown and perhaps it disrupting your stability in some sort of way. But there's a lot to get into. Like I said, there can be a certain area of your life that feels like you're having to work through mental questions about a certain new beginning that you want to do in your life. So before we get into the tarot, like I said, for August, the energy that you need more of, these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of, the energy the spirit wants you to embody and to be in. The first one is transcendence here. So this is all about overcoming something potentially through a spiritual lens, but in a greater sense, this is saying that there is realization that you've built something based on some sort of inadequate foundation of false thought, belief, or action. And so that's what I'm getting, is that there's a little bit of a humbling, frightening, yet somehow optimistic vibe about this reading, Virgo. Your life in August may feel humbling, frightening, but optimistic, and you have something built on true confidence. But really, what you need to do here is realize that there's some sort of comfort. For a lot of you, this is a way of thinking about how something was going to work, or something that you've built up in your mind that you really need to transcend it at this time. Okay, there's something that you really need to transcend to move forward in your life. It's no good. It's an outdated way of belief system of thinking, and I get that this was created in maybe even a really weird way as well. I don't know why I get that, but I do. So it's all about basically the output. Enlightenment is not about, or getting what you want is not always about attaining more ideas, more. It's about transcending, letting go, because there's clearly something here that's holding back your confidence a little bit. Honestly, that is just, it's BS. And when I say BS, it's not that it's not real, because it's obviously been manifesting in your reality to show you that there's proof that it's real. But what I'm getting is that it's BS because maybe it is bullshit, but it's really your belief systems that have been creating it. So the reason you need to transcend a certain belief system. A belief is basically a thought that you think over and over again until it becomes so strong that it gains momentum, it becomes a belief, and then it basically becomes a thought form, which shows up in physical reality, and then it manifests. And that's happened with you, but in a really, I almost want to say, unfortunate way. For some of you Virgos, it's like you created, it's like the quote that you are the actor, the director, the writer, everything in your own movie of your own life. And there's something that it's time to scratch that energy for real, because the universe is trying to show you that it's not worth it. There's some sort of belief system that you need to transcend. Build something entirely new from the ashes of this experience is what you need to do, okay? I just get it has to do with your belief system, so take it as it resonates, leave what it doesn't. It could have to do with a person or people in your life as well. You have the meditation card as the energy that you need next, and train your mind to induce a state of desired state of consciousness now that you're clearing the cobweb. So August for you is I know it sounds boring, but it will really foundationally help you. It's about clearing your mental cobwebs about a belief system. One of the best exercises I ever did was to do, it's called the table method. If you look up Tony Robbins' work, you basically draw a table and you can systematically shoot holes in your own belief system, and it really works. I did this, and like overnight things changed for me. So it's basically you take out a pen and paper, you write a table, you define your beliefs. Look up the how to destroy beliefs through the table method, you'll find it. But that's but once you basically destroy a belief, which is what you're doing, I get this as a weird reading because recently you've manifested certain things based on your belief system just to prove that it's true. But then it didn't line up with the objective truth about how the universe really, the direction that the universe is propelling you down, all right? So it didn't line up objectively, or there new referees, I don't know, in some sort of way in your own life, right? In your own consciousness. So you have the meditation card, train your mind into it. Once you clear the cobwebs, put something new in. I feel like this is a month where you're really going to be reprogramming your subconscious mind. It's a month where you're going to have to be really important about what you're thinking about before you go to sleep. And that's going to be different depending on different Virgos, which you are. If you're a Sun Virgo, it's going to be different than if you're an Ascendant or a Moon Virgo or an Mars or Venus Virgo watching this. Like if you have a Virgo in Venus, it may be about reprogramming for relationships. If you have a Virgo with the Ascendant, you may be, actually changing your physical body or your personality, transforming your personality. If it's the Sun, something to do with your soul and your energy and taking care of your energy better in your identity. But nevertheless, it's all about restructuring your mind. Here's why. The next energy that you need more of is self-awareness. And this is where I've been very gently leading you down this river of this reading, because with the self-awareness card, you're definitely missing a key piece of information about yourself at this time. And that's what, for a lot of you, it's going to lead to a very new beginning. You have a great new beginning here for a lot of you, but you're missing a key piece of information in your life right now. So the aspects of you that feel basically bad or unacceptable for any reason, you've basically banished that from your awareness. So you may have certain realizations that you may have been projecting things onto other people recently. And if you haven't been projecting, someone just bothering you or something, this could have to do with a banished part of your own awareness that is coming up. So something or someone bothering you is likely a reaction of your own self. What are you rejecting within you? How are you reacting to them, and why? These are deep questions that are going to help you get out of this maze that I'm trying to help you get out of essentially here. So self-awareness, you're definitely missing a key piece of information about yourself, but you're regaining that, okay, in August. You also have confidence as the final card here. So definitely this is all related to your confidence, and the self-doubt that you're experiencing at this time in August as you're listening to this is not a good match to what needs to be said or done in your life, is what that card means. So there's something that you need to completely transcend, because I feel like that, it's almost like you're not taking an action on something in your life because of a belief system that you've implanted or that life kind of implanted in you. Because remember, we live in a culturescape, we live in a matrix that has every kit and caboodle and way of implanting subconscious assumptions into your life. It's the law of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true will be true for you in your life. What the universe is asking you to question right now is your assumptions. Because buried beneath this hesitancy that you're experiencing right now, for a lot of you, I sense that there is a certain level of disapproval from other people. This could even be from a woman, a friend, or a woman. Somehow, I don't want to do this because I don't want to get disapproval from this woman. If you're being honest with yourself about what you're doing now and why you're not being more confident and maybe even creative, You could be not doing that because of a disapproval of a woman, a friend. I'm just channeling it at this point. But yeah, let's go into the reading now. So your opportunity is the Four of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity to regain a sense of groundedness and security in your life. There's an opportunity to get your head on straight, get your head out of your ass. And the Four of Pentacles is also being like a frugal individual, someone who can be a little bit stingy, you know. So I think that there's a process that you're going to have to be somewhat stingy for the rest of August, because it's something that I really feel, once again, there can be modalities or people that help you with this. Like break your belief systems down like a robotic, systematic Virgo that you are. Not to say that Virgos are robotic necessarily, but you could be if you wanted to. I actually had the desire. I was like, what if I just came out today in this reading and just talked like a robot and see what people did? But I decided not to, although now I am. But anyway, the Four, I like this for you and your opportunity. There is a new relationship opportunity coming for you, I feel, Virgo. But it's more so to do with your own relationship with yourself that is then going to reflect new belief systems that allow these new people to basically come in, is what I'm getting very strongly. It's like there's something overdue in your life. So you may have had this dark cloud that now the light of your awareness, the light of your consciousness is going to shine on. But you really have to do more than just be aware of it. You need to input something new, is what I'm telling you. So that's why it's like once you completely destroy a table of your own belief systems, the key thing for this reading is you need to implant a new one. And the way you do that is you get proof for it, essentially. You do the same way you manifest something bad, you manifest something good. You basically get proof that it's real but for you it will become very quickly. So there's a little bit of a metaphysical process, but then again, your challenge is the Queen of Cups. So this could be a challenge relating to a woman that you have a lot of unconditional love for. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces female. This can be, I sense that this could be your emotions clouding your ability to transcend at a time. It can be really hard for you to transcend a certain situation because of your love for someone. But once again, there's something about with this Queen of Cups that's coming out here. There's something about someone that you could be projecting something onto, Virgo. Okay, you may not see the situation completely clearly as you thought you did. Because remember, the past is not as stable as it is. This reality is not as stable as the universe would like, as some, I should say, not the universe, as some systems would like you to believe. So that's why it's like, if you don't create your own reality, someone else will create it for you. I get that you've been creating your own reality, but now there's another layer that you need to go to that's really uncomfortable. I think the Queen of Cups in your challenge is like uncomfortable emotions, especially when it comes to ideas of like unconditional love and things like that. How much can we have? How much should we have? After all, we are literally on a planet where everything, if you literally just look at it from a physical perspective, is just killing each other. Like, we're literally on a planet. I'm talking, you need transcendence, meditation, self-awareness, and confidence. And people have no idea what goes on. People do know what goes on, but we live in a culture that this basically makes us forget about it, the reality of things. So, I don't know, there could be something with that. You don't want to, you don't want to disturb. Like, if I go forward with this, I'm going to have to go through this little storm of disturbance or something like that. This could have to do with unfinished karma that comes up for you in August. But your overall general energy is the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and also the Moon. I get that there is a quick reprogramming of your mind here, almost becoming like your own drill sergeant, your own personal drill sergeant with the King of Swords here. Having a very sharp mind, keeping your mind young, keeping your mind fresh, keeping your mind, the neuroplasticity is going to come into a key play in August for you. I also think it's about connecting to your heart, though, and basically uniting the heart and the mind, because the Moon is all about the heart chakra, especially when you have the Queen of Cups in your challenge. And there's something about, you can unite, once you unite the heart and the mind, you basically manifest something very quickly. You basically have, your heart and your mind have been in agreement on something because of, once again, a slow induced transition that has like led you into this place of like drifting down the lazy river of your life. not realizing that you can take more reins. You can take more reins, more control of your life, but it's going to involve you at this point. It's not about just bulldozing. It's not about just working your way or following a routine. It's something much deeper that's going to get you to the next level. That's going to have to make you, because like you can run all over the place and still run away from the same things that you've been dealing with for a long time. And that's what this feels like. You could have made all the enhancements into your life that you want. It's time to make that next level enhancement. Almost like do it all over again. Think about, I don't care who you are. I don't care what level of growth and success you've had in this life. Think about when you started versus when you got the success. It's like that is happening again for you. It's a complete reset. But it involves a new map of the game at this point. There could be a very tricky situation when it comes to potentially you or someone being guarded, or you projecting onto them that they are guarded. There could be a situation in August where you quickly swing towards being closed down and very open heart chakra, or someone that you're dealing with in August, I'm getting Virgo, is like you could project certain harsh qualities onto them or project certain loving qualities onto them that actually don't exist. So there's just something with that. In what you don't see coming, you do have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Justice card. And what you don't see coming, this is generally to do with something that's worth fighting for, or unfinished business. You see this person's kind of banged up, related to a slow-moving, methodical energy. So what you don't see coming is a realization that, my mind has been set in this way about this person, or my mind has been set in this way, and justice and karma is coming for you in this direction. So sometimes it's like on the path of awakening, it's like you've proven to yourself. The sad thing about this reading is that some of you have proven to yourself that you can manifest whatever you want without even realizing that the contents of your mind that has actually led to the manifestation of your life, it is your superpower. But some of you are, once again, you're missing a very key piece of information about yourself, which has led to your life looking the way that it looks right now, based on an unconscious, slow manifestation of a belief system. The reason I'm sitting here talking to you is because this is meant to bring something up in you. So listen to that, what that is. We can clarify that more. You do have there could also be a slow karmic situation with a Queen of Cups that you need to figure it out, because I feel like it's slowing you down, some of you. You have in your advice, you have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands here. So this is advice about a new beginning, potential synchronicity and magic. The Nine of Cups is all about being in the right place at the right time, having all your ducks in a row. I feel like this is advice that, hey, get your stuff together, because you can really have a life that is perfect. Because right now something's off in your life, but there's been a lack of awareness that it's been off. Or for some of you, there's been this deterministic view of it's all going to go this way because I know it's going to go this way, or because people told me that it's going to go this way. I don't know if it's going to go that way, So you may have a pleasant surprise for yourself about how easy it is to fix this. Now, obviously, we live in a consensus collective reality. We're all very connected to each other. But for this reading in particular, it's all about you. It's all about you getting your stuff together, because you could be really starting something new in the physical world that excites you very much. Okay, there could be a new couple forming. If you're, there's also 3 court cards in this reading: the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. So that could speak of some sort of third-party situation here, Virgo. So there could be Spirit could be advising you, honestly, if I'm just reading this point blank. Spirit is advising you to have a new beginning, potentially with an earth sign and a water sign. Or there's a belief system that is separating people in your life that doesn't have to be. Or it's telling you to make a decision between. I just feel like these energies are significant. This can be friends. You can make this masculine if you're more of a feminine Virgo listening to this. This could be a King of Pentacles, King of Cups in your challenge. There can be a very shocking realization that for some of you, it's like, this reading is kind of like, I can have my cake and I can eat it too. I'm getting the parallel realities that you've been transurfing, that you've been going down, have like completely taken you down this parallel reality tunnel that's like disconnected you from these other realities, when they all can be in the same reality now. But perhaps you needed to go on a journey to make you think of separateness as so real. Separateness is so real. Obviously this is very, I'm like zooming out, but I think you need to zoom out a little bit, a lot of it actually, Virgo. So once again, the energy that you need is transcendence. If there is a third party situation going on, once again, I feel like now, for whatever reason, there's an ability to perhaps transcend this unfinished business in a way that you didn't think possible. For some of you, you were going down a very slippery slope related to a karma situation, but maybe you didn't realize how much of that was based on your own belief system and the codes that you've encoded. But sometimes the codes that you encode, the energy that follows you, the curse of your life based on your thoughts, words, and actions, you don't always know how they're going to manifest either. And I'm not saying that that's always good, but it is always magical, and there's some sort of solution coming here for you. I want to clarify a few of these cards, and we got to get out of here. Let's clarify why. Let's clarify why the Four of Pentacles is here in your opportunity. I wasn't going to do that one because it doesn't seem like the most exciting card to clarify, but I just still think it will be beneficial. Why is the Four of Pentacles in your opportunity? You have the High Priestess and the Empress. I mean, this is the pinnacle of feminine energy in your life. If you're a female Virgo listening to this, yeah, there is kind of something about you can have both parallel realities, or you can be the Empress and the High Priestess at the same time. You can be with the High Priestess and the Empress at the same time. You can completely get your life together both physically and spiritually, because that's what this is really about. Getting your life together both physically and spiritually, because that's the only way you can do it. I've been telling you in this reading, Virgo, that you need to shoot holes in a belief system that you've successfully manifested, though. Some of you don't want to shoot holes in this belief system because it's gotten you to where you are today, which isn't awful. But if you really think about it, there's these new horizons that are very powerful for you. For some of you, if you are I'm not going to say what I'm getting, but very powerful feminine energy could be around you at this time, channeling that energy yourself or being around that energy. Why else is the Four of Pentacles here? We have the Five of Wands. So this is about being competitive with yourself, I feel a little bit. Remember that you are always against yourself in some sort of way, but this is really about training yourself, training your mind, body, to be in unison. But once again, this is about something deeper. Yeah. Why is the Queen of Cups in your challenge? Because that could be related to this. A lot of energies there. There could be a karmic situation that you're kind of challenging. But once again, you need transcendence and put in a new belief system. You do have the Knight of Cups in your challenge. This could deal with a romantic situation that you're going through. Someone that you have unconditional love for, but there's a Hanged Man moment. Once again, something becomes very clear to you about people are your own creations. I want to say that. I mean, people are really your own creations. You have the Nine of Pentacles here as well. It's not that other people are not like their own person, but you always create the version in your mind which you experience of them. So the reason I'm saying that is because there seems to be a win-win scenario where karma gets cleared up here in a way that you couldn't have comprehended. There seems to be a situation, a solution opening up that if you hold on to certain belief systems, they will manifest. But you actually don't want them to manifest. You want something new at this point. because your own confidence is being held back in your life, Virgo, because you don't want to get, I'm just telling you, don't let disapproval get in your way. Don't let disapproval get in your way as you move through this process, okay? But very mixed energy, because there is such a neutral path for you going forward, but there needs to be transcendence and self-awareness and confidence going forward for you. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Virgo. Thank you so much.